playoff. For this college football playoff game. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start the 25. Tailback has the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that one.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Same tailback, another carry. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And Isaiah Spiller, good tough blend of toughness and speed.
Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. Expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and then come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Design quarterback run. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. The Aggies will line up to punt it away. A low line drive, ugly punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Showing a bunch formation now. They'll hand it off. Solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll hand it off. They'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka, Tyrone Wheatley, and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Here's the second down play. And he'll set up to throw. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. He can go. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
And now to try here for the extra point. PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Offense is back on the field. They've got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
First and 10 play coming up. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Now you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, to incomplete, a rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to create here on the move. Oh, and another incompletion.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
Catch. He feels the punt, but he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. Snap motion from the offense. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they're going to defend this style of play moving forward.
Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
You know, offensive offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down, the play coming up for this offense. Hand off to the back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Closer to a national championship. They flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. There, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. It would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Takes the handoff again. He shreds the tackle. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And they've got the returner corralled. Wideouts now clustered. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Wolverines under the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. On the run, he'll let it go. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Could take it all the way. Steps out at the 5. No touchdown, but important takeaway.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Now the Aggies will line up now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. After putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Michigan offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Look, the throw is here on second down. Looking to scramble. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. They change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He can be the quarterback safety blanket.
Second down after that completion. Inside give now from the shotgun. The Wolverines offense is on the move now.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you've got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Moves out of the pocket. They'll try a pass here. And the pass is complete to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. Where teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Got it again. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking to throw here. Looking right, this one caught. Touchdown, Michigan, as they fight back here in this playoff game. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Play of the drive now set up at the 27. And the running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
say that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off of RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
They throw to the quarterback on the RPO. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Too much speed for the defense.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off and hope for defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, we'll get a throw. Pass rush closing in. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense facing a 3rd and long. The 25. What's the call going to be? Of the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Zips it down the middle. What a catch! They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45. Timeout is called to Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a 1st down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. Fires it to the left side. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Heck of a job here by this defense in defending this big tight end on this route. Had him covered kind of inside and outside no matter which way he went. They had a defender ready to knock that ball away.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
end zone now, looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. We're down by a touchdown, 21-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. This will likely be the last play of the half. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And it works. The first down to the 35. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. And the same runner's got it again. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with pass game. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go on the move. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down. It's a big play all the way to the 43.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback using up adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw now on first down. It's a deep shot to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the tight end. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere for a loss of the play.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Big back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it on the move. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Handoff from the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Man,
Every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. We're going to pass here on 2nd down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Going to try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that kick.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Bowers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. That kind of execution of a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Got momentum at scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. And there's the handoff. Well, the power run is stuffed, barely makes its way back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And the tailback's got it again. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, we'll get a throw for the first down. Connect incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Back on the field. Last drive, the passing game, very effective, moving right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines. What an amazing comeback here.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. Goes out of bounds at the 34. That's a pretty good return. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Hand off to the single back.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Second down play coming up. On the move now. Using his legs here. Breaks loose at the 45. He will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
Looks at the course, looking for more. Touchdown, Aggies. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And they'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. The shotgun running play call. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to scramble. He's hit just before the throw. Wow, a 3rd hit tonight by the QB. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Just a tough spot to be as a quarterback. He feels the pressure. He wants to get rid of the ball. You can see what can happen when the pressure gets to that quarterback right in his face. The ball is up in the air. The defense is able to come down with it, not only for an interception, but they get a touchdown themselves.
PG is good, so they're up by a touchdown, 35-28. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And they'll just take a knee. The drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play of the drive now from the 25. First down, we're going to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. And rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds that short pass. He stopped him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Comes a handoff. Fights through a tackle.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Touchdown, Michigan. Still no answer for this offense. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage. Because right now, it is not working.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. It comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. In the shotgun, handoff inside. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the running play stopped on 1st down. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football. He has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Look out. Room to run here. As the first down is still going. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
He's brought down out at the 46.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
On the carry, he's heading left. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Can he make it to the marker? He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on 3rd down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the first down. And he's able to do that here in the 4th quarter.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that tunnel.
Man, I love a corner who has zero fear and just puts his face in the fan when making a tackle. Touch passes like this are a real test for any defense to show what kind of discipline they have. And this corner identifies the play and it makes a nice play to get that tackle for a loss.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The offense 2 for 2 on third downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's third and long. Looks right for a quick completion. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line is showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
The defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. He'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Has the first down and more. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Michigan offense back out on the field. Hard-fought playoff game comes down to this. Can the offense find the end zone late here? And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll look to throw it here on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, great job here of getting out of bounds. I know they didn't pick up the first down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your one timeout, now you got a real chance.
Comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. And the offense produce some magic. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down.
Well, they get to completion, but they don't come up with a first down. Probably had 2 plays called in the huddle. So now they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their fourth down play.
Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Moves out of the pocket. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10. Well, hurry to the line here with the clock running. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is that offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made, looking for the goal line. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Big decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
Urgency here. Got to cut it this lead. It's third down and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
And this defense just keeps coming up with plays. That's a third stop in a row here inside the 10-yard line to get us to fourth and goal. You look at that scoreboard, you need points on the board. I don't think a field goal is going to help you at this point in the game. You got to put a touchdown up on the board, call your best play, and go out and execute.
Trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. This could be the biggest play so far. Fourth and goal, and this offense is down, needs this. Muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And Chris, how often do we see it? When the game's on the line, it's about the line of scrimmage. This offensive line does their job. The running back gets in for this game-time touchdown. And now you're an extra point away from taking the lead.
We still need this extra point at the top. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Now the running back's got it again. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
First down here for this offense. Flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. By the senior. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime here just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite. See if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. A solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
The offense comes up on 3rd and 1. They'd love to convert, but they don't want to make a mistake. You've got to give your kicker a chance here. Thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Field goal is good. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here we go. A touchdown wins the game here, needing at least a field goal to keep things going. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's past the marker and still going.